But this attempt to reorganize all of society around what a very tiny percentage, who again we can protect and respect without pretending that every baby is a jump ball like penis. What the? I don't know. That doesn't mean anything. We have no idea what this child is. I mean, that seems to be where you want to go. I mean, like, how many people fit this description that we should reorganize sports around? Sports is, we have men's sports and women's sports. And if the best team in the WNBA played the worst team in the NBA, the score would be 1,000,000-0. Can we organize society around that basic point with this, of course, proviso that we protect and respect people who do not fit into it?
Let's 1,000,000-0. It's actually worse than that because it's not about comparing WNBA to NBA. I just recently did some content on Clay Travis, $1 million wager that he put to the WNBA champs that they couldn't beat the state championship boys high school basketball team. That offer is still on the table. So forget about the worst team in the NBA versus the best team in the WNBA. No, they couldn't beat high school boys. That's the discrepancy.
Let's segregate society between dark-skinned people and light-skinned people because that nature made it that way, and that's how it is.
Well, nature did make it that way. And it's not segregating.
Well, there was a
time segregating anything.
That attitude 150 years ago.
Bill Maher just made a very controversial but very true statement. Nature creates the segregation. Black bears, brown bears, and polar bears, let's just call them white bears, are segregated from each other. And if you go back far enough, it was the same way for human beings and almost every other species on the planet. Nature just might be racist. Let me ask my phone. Is nature racist? It just gave me a bunch of stuff to read. I wanted it to say something back. I got to get Siri. Let's try a simpler question. Hold on. Do black bears and brown bears get along?
According to Quora, their ranges can overlap, but they do not get along with each other. Black bears avoid browns at all costs, for the simple fact that the brown bear will almost invariably kill the black bear on sight.
See? That's what we've been trying to tell y'all. These migrants coming here. Yeah, we know what we're talking about here. Nature wouldn't lie to us.
This is very different.
You cut your teeth in the 70s.
What I'm saying is,
and you read the room.
Okay, but I'll answer
you. Read the politics.
I didn't read the politics.
Yes, you did.
How the f you know what I did?
Because I know your jokes of the era. They were great.
Well, a lot of people think they're great now.
Okay, they're still great.
I don't know if you don't any.
No. What I meant was,
am I not woke enough for you?
Jokes that would work on a college campus. Okay. Surely there's a portfolio of jokes that would still work on a college campus. Surely.
I would hope not. From what maybe some college campuses, the ones you read about are fucking insane.
You've given up on an entire generation, and you don't know how to make them laugh.
I have given up on any place that doesn't even remotely attempt to believe in free speech and thinks that anything that they hear that they don't like, that they don't agree with, is violence. These people are nuts, and you should be calling them out. Somebody like you, who has standing with kids, should be not joining them.
When there's a science objectivity to it.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
You're doing what parents do. You're taking the path of least resistance, and therefore hurting the kids and yourself. Parents ruin both their lives. They ruin their fucking spoiled kids' lives, and they ruin their own lives because the kids rule the roost. So that's what you're doing on a national level.
That was a kill shot. He just murked his whole career with that one. One bad parent will affect the kids living in his house, but when you're a public science educator who has the hearts and minds of kids from K through grad school, not having the strength to tell them that they're wrong affects thousands of households, current and future. So he basically just exposed that if you're pandering to nonsense and not standing on what's true as a science educator, you're ultimately doing more harm than good just so you can just have the privilege of being in the room with these kids that you can hopefully inspire to be interested about science, but they believe a bunch of weird, wacky things about science, partially now because of you.
So here's my point.
That's my
I'm
piece.
trying to get through to people on my social media and the like, and I see what pisses people off, what they react to, and I say, all right, these are the landmines. I'm going to navigate that. I'm going to navigate.
Okay, you're
So I navigate it so that I can, because my father's greatest bit of wisdom to me, several nuggets. One of them was, it's not good enough to be right. You also have to be effective. And if you reject the college campus, then you have no influence on them. They're not going to say, oh, we're not going to get billed, maybe we should change. Then you have no influence on them.
But how effective can you be if you're saying things that are not true just to be let in the room? You're not being effective while in the room. You're there, but it's not effective. Those are literally the words and the actions of somebody who yields to a superior power, where I have to accept these things and navigate around these things. But while I'm there, I'm just going to poke and prod at what little bit of change I can affect. But the big stuff, I know I can't do nothing with that. I probably can just move the needle 5% because these college kids, they just got so much power over society.
The kids were raised wrong. And it doesn't make me the bad guy because I noticed this. I don't know why you want to join this.
I want to navigate it so I can still be effective in communicating.
Yeah, me too.
But no, you've given up. You're on the rocking chair.
No, I have not given up.
Get off my lawn.
But you have, you know, he's just saying, he's just old to get off my lawn. It's a prejudice. It's not accurate. It's not cool.
You're not allowing my free speech.
I'm allowing it. I'm just calling you out on your bullshit. Calling you out on your bullshit.
Just because it doesn't agree with you doesn't make it bullshit. It could be just a different point of view. I'm just saying.
Get off my lawn is not a point of view.
But that's a fun reference. Come on, you know it's a fun reference.
But it's pretending. It's not accurate and it's not honest because it's pretending that all I am is a primal scream against the future coming. I'm not a primal scream. I love the future when it's good.
Do you want to influence that generation?
If you want to bring
then
back,
you navigate it.
If you want to bring back communism, which like a third of them do, no, I'm not going to go, oh, that's new. Isn't it great? You know, I could say, hey, let's in the kitchen and eat in the bathroom. It's new. But is it smarter? No. This is what I always tell my friends when they're like, I can't talk to my kids because whatever I think, they go, that's old thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but is it better thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but bars right there about Bill Maher. I got very little to add to that.
Why did you have a beef with me?
Because you think like guys with should get in the women's swimming pool, basically.
Well, whatever got clipped and reposted, I don't know. But what I said was that in this emergent space where you have people expressing themselves on a gender spectrum and you want to now compete in sports, that's still
that hesitation that you hear in his voice, that's Neil deGrasse Tyson navigating. He's trying to carefully walk around the edges of something and not say what he's really thinking so that he'll stay in the good graces of kids who have miraculously become the gatekeepers of society at this point.